take 53. Just kidding, this is my third take, but let's go. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first official vlog on my channel, so I am super excited. I'm going to be vlogging my time in Spain as a Fulbright scholar. So the first thing I want to talk about is getting awarded the program. In October of 2019, I applied to be an ETA in Spain, an ETA Fulbrighter in Spain, which is like a very prestigious program where you can do research or you can teach abroad, and some people go and get their master's degree. So I applied to be an ETA, which is to teach in Spain. I did previously study abroad in Spain, so I had some background in Spain, and I was officially awarded the scholarship in April 2020. Yay! But our program got pushed back until January. We were supposed to start in September, but we weren't able to go until January of this year. So I arrived about a month ago. And let me tell you, my journey getting to Spain has not been easy. It's been the toughest journey not the toughest journey I've ever had to take in, but it's been pretty rough. So I was set to leave on December 29th. So I fly from Dallas to New York, which is about a 3-hour flight. And then I meet up with some other Fulbrighters. You'll see them in my vlog sometimes. I meet up with some other Fulbrighters. So when I do finally get to JFK in New York, we're sitting for about an hour, and then we decide to go check into our flights. It's about 6 p.m. Our flight is not until 10. We decide to go check out. The first person that goes, they're like, no, you can't go to Spain. Your visa date says, I think her visa date says January 1st. And my visa date, it was January 11th. So I'm like, if she can't get in, I can get in, and we all can get in. So this lady's like, no, she's the manager of Iberia. And she's like, nope, can't get in. Nope. We've already done with some other Fulbrighters. Nope, y'all can't get in before your visa date. And we were told that we were able to enter Spain 15 days prior to our grant date, no matter what our visa start date said. So I did previously ask about it, because when I did get my visa, I'm like, oh my gosh, it says January 11th. I'm not gonna be able to enter Spain. My program starts on the 11th. And I emailed my program, and they're like, no worries, you'll be able to enter Spain 15 days prior, no matter what your visa date states. So I was already a little bit anxious about entering Spain, and I couldn't get over that anxiety. It's like I had that anxiety for a reason. So basically, they wouldn't let us enter in Spain because of our visa start dates, because they didn't have the proper documentation. Even though it was listed on the Spanish government website, or is it I don't know if it's the consulate website, but it literally stated that we were able to enter Spain 15 days prior to the start of our program. But they were referencing some other website. So basically we spent about 2 hours trying to convince the manager, because every time, no matter what agent we went to, they would go talk to the manager, they would go straight to the manager. So we were basically trying to convince the manager to let us enter into Spain, but she was not trying to hear it. So basically we were told, you guys should, go home and we'll figure it out later. But I just flew from Dallas. Like, I'm not going back home. So basically I had to stay in New York until they got it figured out. Sure enough, the next morning they were sent the proper documentation, and we could fly to Spain. But the only problem was that there were no flights until Friday. Keep in mind, we were flying on a Tuesday. So I had to sit in New York for 4 days. New York is not cheap by any means. So I had to sit in New York for 4 days, and keep in mind, there's travel restrictions. There's nothing to do. Yeah, you can go for a walk, but you know, people are like, a lot of people are saying, "Oh my gosh, you're stuck in New York. What a wonderful thing!" Literally, New York during COVID, who has a state that has literally been hit with COVID really hard. But yeah, so basically, me and my current roommate Leslie, we and another Fulbrighter, we spent most of the time in our room, and we watched Rush Hour literally every day that we were in our hotel. Rush Hour was on all day, every day. So yeah, we literally just sat in the hotel room, we ate. Sometimes we'd walk to the store to get some groceries like cereals, you know, simple stuff. And yeah, we just watch movies. So that was the first hurdle. And getting here, which was, oh no, it was crazy. But once we were finally able to fly, the flight was very smooth. I absolutely love Iberia now. The food was amazing. They had a lot of space in between the seats. They had a lot of like leg room, and then the seats reclined back really far. I loved it. And they had some good movies. Now, the flight was full. It was a full flight. So, I mean, I didn't mind it, but I was very surprised at how many people were flying into Spain. Like, most of the people like were returning to Spain, but I'm just like, how'd you get into the US to begin with? But yeah, I was quite surprised. Originally, I thought, oh, I would have a whole row to myself. I'd be able to lay out and get comfortable. But yeah, I was next to my other like Fulbright companion, who is now my roommate, and then there was another person we didn't know. But yeah, so that was a full flight. So yeah, when I got here, we met up with other Fulbrights. We all stayed in like a big Airbnb for like the first week, and some people ended up finding apartments earlier, so we all kind of ended up, you know, going our separate ways, going into different Airbnbs, moving into our apartments. And then there's us. We found an amazing apartment, 4 bedrooms. It's nice, it's modern, but it's fairly new, so it had to the renovations had to get completed. So we were staying in our second Airbnb, waiting to move in. We thought we'd be moving in the week later, but then the landlady's like, "Oh, I need a little more time, so 1 more week." So we're going on our 3rd week. It's Saturday again. We're like, okay, we're moving in this Saturday. She's like, there's still a few little things I have to do. So at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh. Keep in mind, it's like going on 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. We were on our 3rd week, going into like our 4th week. So I'm like, we'll never get an apartment. We're gonna be living in an Airbnb forever. But the wait was worth it. I'm gonna make a whole new separate vlog so you guys can see our apartment. It is very cute. It's not as homey because it is very modern. Like, we have this fancy stove, which I don't even know what it's called, but basically you can only use certain pots and pans on the stove. Like, I need an old school stove where you gotta twist some knobs and you got the little eyes. I call them eyes. Apparently in different states in the United States, they don't call the stovetop, they don't call them eyes, but I don't know what you guys call them. But I need the eyes, I need them to see them. But yeah, this one is very fancy, and I don't know, it's like very hard to get used to. So I do love the apartment I live in, and I'm very happy with waiting. I'm very happy with my decision to wait and not to try to jump into some other apartments. This week I finished my 4th official week, so 1 month at my school, and I absolutely love my school. I couldn't ask for a better school. The teachers are nice. My bilingual coordinator, she is amazing. And I'm really happy because some other people are having some other people are having trouble at their school. So I'm very thankful for the school I got placed at. So yeah, basically I work with infantil, which is 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. So this age group is very new for me. I have never worked with an age group as young as 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. Like 3-year-olds in the US, they're in daycare or at home. They're not even in school. So yeah, and the earliest age I've worked with is first graders, which is like 6 and 7-year-olds, you know? So I'm adjusting to working with infantil, which is, it's very different. Like a lot of singing. I don't know, it's like a lot of singing and a lot of games. So I'm still getting used to that, but I absolutely love my second graders. They are just amazing. And I love, don't get me wrong, I love my first graders too, but I don't know, I just really enjoy being with my second graders because every time I come into the classroom, they're like, Deja! I just love it. It just warms my heart. And then their English abilities are a little better, so it's not as hard because it was recommended for us not to use Spanish in the classroom, so they understand a little bit more. And my Spanish, like I'm like between intermediate and advanced, so I don't really know like school vocabulary, so I wouldn't be able to use that much Spanish with the kids. Like I know, you know, I can have a conversation with them, but when it comes to like school stuff, like I probably wouldn't be able to give instructions and stuff like that. So yeah, I really love my second graders. So a lot of the things we do like a lot of activities. With the second grade and the first grade, we do a lot of like activities, working on vocabulary, sorting activities, and things like that. And it is very different from the US. It's very different from what I'm working with in the US. I'm used to the US focusing on how much content they can force down the students' throats. So I really enjoy that it's not so focused on the content, but like the kids are learning and they're having fun, and that's more of the focus. So I really like that. I'm really excited to share my journey as a Fulbright scholar. It won't be all peaches and creams because we are on lockdown in my region. Not the whole Spain is not on lockdown, but my region, La Rioja, is on lockdown. So we can't even leave the city. Like the region's on lockdown, then it's like a city lockdown. We can't even leave a city in the same region. Region is like a state, to go visit like another city. So all the non-essentials are closed, so can't do no shopping, can't go for a glass of wine, can't sit in a shop to have some coffee. So my videos may not always be traveling and all that fun stuff, but I'm still very excited to share my journey, especially during this time. Like I think it's really interesting for people to see how it is to do this program this year during COVID. So I'm very excited about that. Also, get you some roommates or some friends that encourage you to vlog. I told my roomies I'm gonna vlog when I'm in Spain. But here's me, oh my God, I can't record myself. People are gonna look at me. I don't want people hearing me vlog. It's so awkward because I'm a very awkward person. But yes, they've been on my butt about it. So that's why I officially made my first video. If it wasn't for them, this vlog probably would never happen. So shout out to my roomies. Thank you so much. And yes, you owe it all to them. All right, bye.